Alright guys, how's everybody doing today? Kid Nothing here, and today we're going to be doing something a little different today, guys. Today we're going to be looking at the scans for UI Goku. If you guys don't know, basically Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku is coming soon. Hopefully by the end of April we'll have him. And some scans came out like 2 weeks ago. I'm a little late, but I was browsing Reddit, you feel me? Normal shit. And then I came across a supposed translation of the scans for the second set of scans where we see like most of his moveset. So I'm just gonna kind of read over this translation. I mean, it seems pretty accurate from what I'm reading. Like, I read through it a little bit and it makes sense, you feel me? So we're just going to read through them and then analyze, like kind of see what I think. So it's not going to be too long of a video, but let's get right into it. All right, so we're going to start at the top left and, naturally just go down. So on the top left, we have what seems to be a picture of just Master Ultra Instinct just punching the hell out of Jiren. And what the translation apparently says for this is, after suffering an attack and right after Ukemi. I'm going to put the translation in the description below for you guys to check it out yourselves. And I'm going to put a scan. The scan is going to be on the screen. Okay, so it says, after suffering an attack and right after recovering or attacking, teleport to the enemy and attack. So if I had to guess, I'm assuming this move is going to be very similar to Hit's move, his standing S, I believe. I'm just going to call it standing key blast, where he goes into his little stance, and then once the opponent hits you once, it's just like a counter hit. He hits you right back. I'm assuming it's going to be more so like Hits versus like Jiren's, where Jiren has a counter standing, he has a counter for lows. I think this might just be one universal counter button for UI Goku. I'm not sure if it'll be his key blast, however. I feel like these are special moves, so I'm gonna assume that, Alright, and for the top middle, it says, dash through the opponent at high speed, deal multiple hits of damage, depending on positioning, has follow-ups. So this is one of the moves that we did see in the trailer, the Kefla trailer, the season 3 trailer, where we see Goku basically just zooming past Jiren and he has his arms sticking out, and you just see like a flurry of flashes of light. Is like basically he just zoomed through and punched him multiple times. So based on what we've read, okay, so it's doing multiple hits of damage. I'm assuming this might be like a kind of reminiscent of, like, I don't know if it'll be his standing heavy, possibly. I mean, I think that would be pretty cool if he just like zoomed past him, you see like the flashes of light, and then you get a super dash right after. I'm not sure. That's what I'm assuming it might be. And another kind of little detail that might support this is that it says, depending on positioning, has follow-ups. So usually with standing heavies, you use the move obviously, and then you get a follow-up. But sometimes, depending on like the opponent's fall animation, sometimes you don't get the dash won't connect. So I think that's a little bit of detail added that might support that this may be his standing heavy. I'm not, if it was to be a special, I'm assuming it might be like one of those, well, I'd probably say it'd be more like Gogeta's standing heavy, but be a special move where he just kind of like goes a certain distance across the screen, and then you get this animation, and then maybe you can either Z vanish after or dash after. All right, let's head right to the top right, the last of the section. It says, unleash a combo of super fast punches to slam your opponent to the ground, can only be used in the air. So for this one, I'm suspecting, because what's weird is that these top attacks do not have the A-B input little icons next to them. So I'm assuming these might be parts of his auto combo or like his like neutral move set. That's why I'm saying like that might be his standing heavy, that might be his standing key blast. So for this move, I'm assuming maybe it's possibly his air combo. So after he dashes, maybe he gets like a few hits in, and then if you continue the auto combo in the air, he'll maybe do like some sort of Niagara pummel type attack. Not exactly like that, but just like punching you towards the ground. Maybe you get like a bounce after it. So maybe you can like follow that up with a vanish, I'm saying. I'm not sure if it's a special attack, but it's still a possibility. It still could be on the table. But yeah, here it says it can only be used in the air. So either it's some kind of air special or it's part of his auto combo. I'm going to assume it's part of his auto combo. Alright, so heading into the middle column, this seems to be Goku's Master Ultra Instinct special moves. So let's start with the middle left. It reads, jump forward and attack your opponent. Goku is upside down during the attack. Even if the attack is guarded, you can move first. So basically this is saying that it has plus frames. It's plus on block, meaning that after you're using this, you can still attack. You're still plus. The opponent cannot make a move first. Like, you have priority. I'm curious to see how this works, because on the screen or the scan, it looks like Goku is in the air and he's upside down. It's really hard to see where his arms are at. I'm assuming he's just punching Jiren, but it's very hard to make out. Again, I'm assuming this is still going to be a special move. I'm assuming all of the middle row are special moves. So this move right now is sounding pretty good. Maybe it has like a very slow startup, who knows, but it's plus on block, so that's already sounded really good. And Goku's in the air, so who knows how that's gonna work. Maybe he'll like stand down immediately after using the move, who knows. Right, and heading to the middle, it reads, set several key balls around opponents to stop his movements, then blast them with an energy wave, and this is unblockable, apparently. So I'm assuming this is going to be a command grab type of special, perhaps, it seems. So yeah, so he's going to surround you with those key spheres. What's really tripping me out is that Jiren is in a very odd animation. As you guys can see, he's like on his knee. So I'm assuming he's already in the super. I'm curious to see how the follow-up's gonna work. Maybe he just hits you with like a regular key blast and then you can get a vanish off of it. That seems to be what it is. So it's just looking like a normal command grab with a very unique animation. Alright, and heading to the middle right, it reads, jump backwards and unleash a flurry of attacks. Has startup invincibility frames. Okay, invincibility frames, huh? So this move is looking very interesting. As you guys can see, Goku is kind of in the air and it has those flashes of light, just showing how fast Master Ultra Instinct is going. It's kind of similar to the top middle image we saw earlier. So it seems like he jumps backwards and then you see those flashes of light. I'm assuming you can still block it, but it seems like another just unique special that UI Goku has. So maybe possibly like I don't want to say it's a DP, but maybe it has like invincibility, sort of like DPs have it startup invincibility frames like this is saying. But I'm assuming, again, you can probably follow this up with a vanish. I'm pretty positive these are all special moves, however, guys. But let's head in the bottom left. So we see another one of Goku's counters, it looks like. One is very confusing, the translation for it. It actually says, this is a dash forward move. Apparently you can cancel into it from any A skill, and you can cancel from it into any B skill. So what that means, I have no idea. Again, it doesn't seem like anybody is really positive on what the A's and the B's actually mean. I've seen some people throwing out that it could be possibly like stance changes, which is definitely something we have seen in Arc System games. I'm pretty sure Blaze Blue and Grand Blue definitely has it. Another game that has it, Guilty Gear. Guilty Gear has stance changes. So will this be our first stance changing fighter in Dragon Ball Z FighterZ? That's why I'm thinking that UI Goku is going to be like a hit hybrid combined with like something we've never even really seen before. Like the technicality that seems to be coming from this character is like out of this world. It's like nothing we've ever seen before. I think this is going to be one of the more unique DLC characters in all of the game, honestly. I'm really curious to see how players are going to optimize this character at a top level when he does come out, if he does have stance changes like people are speculating. But I'm really not sure what this translation is really trying to say. A dash forward move that you can cancel into from any A skill, and you can cancel from. So I'm not really sure what canceling into and canceling from, how are those different from each other, is what I'm not really understanding. As you guys can see, it looks like he's kind of like flying. It looks like another counter, like he's flying over Jiren standing S, I believe, standing key blast. So, and it doesn't say he's attacking them, so maybe he goes behind them. I'm not sure if we've seen this in his trailer. We might have, so I'm definitely going to post a video clip showing what this move possibly could be looking like when he comes out. Alright, so let's go right into the bottom middle. We see the Kamehameha. Alright, so jump in mid-air and unleash a Kamehameha angled slightly downwards. Depending on the command you input, you jump either forwards or backwards before unleashing it. Alright, so this one seems pretty simple. Again, I'm not sure what it means by B move. As you guys can see, it has that B icon yet again. But it's looking like it's just a normal beam. Like it looks like it's doing multi-hits. So I don't think it'll be a key blast like Gogeta's. But apparently it's going to be unique in its own way, because you can either jump forward and release it or jump backwards and release it. So that's kind of giving me some GT Goku vibes, how he can like move forward or backwards with his Kamehameha. Krillin can jump with his. Like, some of the cast has some pretty unique Kamehameha, so apparently Goku's is gonna revolve around being in the air. So curious to see how well that will be. Maybe it'll be kind of basically like Cells, but maybe like a little bit better, I guess. Alright, in the bottom right, it reads, cover your surroundings with ki. Fire ki straight upwards, has invincibility frames. So right away, I'm just gonna assume this is his startup animation for his level 3. I don't know about you guys, but this seems like a dead giveaway. I mean, just like, I don't imagine that being some kind of special move. It has invincibility frames. I think we can pretty much confirm that this is his level 3 animation, and it's looking like it has some decent range on it. It's not quite Kefla range of the whole screen, but it's pretty good coverage, as you can see. It looks like it's an anti-air as well. As you see, Jiren is just above the aura surrounding Goku, so it looks like it'll be a decent anti-air. I'm not sure if it's going to be like a pillar of ki going upwards or whatnot, but it's definitely looking like a decent startup level 3. It doesn't look as good as the level 3s where the character lunges across the screen, such as like Broly's, for instance, Dragon Ball Super Broly's or Bardock's, where you can get a hard knockdown from like mid-screen. You can be on like one end of the one corner and then lunge and go all the way to him. It's not looking like one of those level 3s. So it's looking like a normal one, probably average. And finally at the bottom, we're going to see a little bit of the cinematic. So what's to expect from his level 3? So it looks like the scene in the bottom left, it's reminiscent of, I think that it was his punch on Jiren into it was like that middle pillar in the Tournament of Power stage. That was looking badass. I really like that, and I'm really curious to see what they're gonna name it as well. And I know you guys can't really see, maybe I'll zoom in, but if you guys can see in that middle, it's even hard for me to see, but basically it's looking like Goku's doing like a little bit of a combo, and that bottom right is what got me hype. Do you see the coverage on that Kamehameha? I'm assuming that's going to be the ending sequence of the level 3. I highly doubt this will be like a level 5 situation. I'm assuming this is just going to be a level 3. But look at that Kamehameha. I don't think we've seen anything like that even in the anime. So that is looking hype. This is going to be a cool looking super. I can already tell, guys. So yeah, that's basically it, guys. That is all of the skins. They don't have any translations for the bottom. This seems to be the only the supers at the top are translated, so I can't tell you guys what the stuff at the bottom is saying, but we can basically assume that's the level 3. I mean, come on. But yeah, that's gonna wrap up the video, guys. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. In the comment section down below, make sure you guys give your opinion on what you think so and so panel or special is gonna be. Do you think it's gonna be a special? How do you think it's gonna work? I guess how good do you think it's gonna be? And are you guys hyped for UI Goku? When do you think he's gonna drop? I really think he's gonna come out in April. I don't see them. The only reason I could see them possibly pushing back UI Goku is because of, like, as you guys know, the situation that's happening right now. Other than that, I don't really see any reason for him to be released in May. I feel like there's enough of a buffer time between Kefla for UI Goku to come out now. Like, so I'm thinking around like the end of April, we should get this character. I feel like also Bandai is releasing DLC for other games. Like, I think One Punch Man just got Suryu, and One Justice 2 is about to get Hawks. So we all want UI Goku. Come on, man, just get these guys out to us. But yeah, like I said, guys, this is Kid Nothing, and I'm heading out. Have a great one, guys.